Hey guys, Jessica Peterson here. Earlier this morning I spoke with Charla and she accepted this video on your behalf, but wasn't sure who the best person to send it to was. So hopefully we get this to the right person. I'm super excited she accepted this video for you guys because I'm about to go over 3 strategies you guys can start applying right away, and it's going to make a huge difference for your business. Right now, you guys are getting about 15 people on average to your website per month, and those are people specifically searching for your brand name. 99% of the people searching for your help won't know who you are yet, so they're not going to use your brand name. They're going to be searching for services. So this means you're missing 60 to 70% of your actual jobs per month by not having these strategies in place, okay? And I know these strategies work because we've used it with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys, and it's been a huge success across the board, okay? So today we're going to talk 3 main things. We're going to talk about your content keyword strategy, your citations, and then backlinks, okay? So we are here on your website. You have a fabulous looking website. So we got click to calls up here. Easy buttons for email. I love that you have a separate page for your major services and even your service areas, okay? All of these are critical and the basic foundation and requirements that Google wants to see. Google wants a separate page for every single service that you offer. And at the bare minimum, service areas, okay? But honestly, each service area should have their own pages for each of these services as well. Google doesn't like to see a bunch of pages with a bunch of services and a bunch of locations on them. It is confusing to the customers and even more confusing for the Google's algorithm to be able to send you customers. So we want to make sure every single page has its own or a separate page for every single service. That way you're focusing everything about mold removal and mold removal, answering mold removal questions your customers ask, and focused on the local keyword, okay? Same for all your other services. So when we're talking content on your website, because Google does not rank websites based on appearance, it is content. So you do need a lot of content, okay? And content comes in various forms. I'm looking for an image here. It can be a video, could be an image. I'm just looking for just a regular image. I see icons. So all we got is icons. So every image, an icon on your page needs to be optimized. Let's see. Save as. So it says flooded basin icon. So every image icon and image throughout your entire website needs to be optimized with the local keywords people are actively searching. We want you to be focused on the local buyer intent keywords, such as water damage restoration, Denver water damage repair, water damage cleanup, Denver, okay? People search differently, so you need to capitalize on the different searches. We want to stick to those buyer intents like I just showed you. Keywords such as Denver Restoration Company, those are more informational, people that are doing research. Buyer intent usually are the keywords that have the service that they need in it, okay? Those are the buyer intent. Those are the ones we need to focus on. Like I said, 99% of people, when they search, they don't know who you are, so they're searching those keywords. So your images need to be saved with those keywords, and then all of this text throughout your website page here needs to be built around those local keywords. And this homepage here is the most important page of your entire website. It's supposed to tie all of these pages together into basically a nice little pretty bow for Google's algorithm to understand how it all works together, okay? Google is sending crawlers to your website, which are like mini robots, and it scans every single image, every single page, and all of this written content to learn about your business, the services you offer, and where you offer it. So this home page and all of these service pages needs to be focused around one specific location. So let's say that's Denver, okay? So everything needs Denver related keywords for every service on those pages, as well as this home page. Now your other service area pages, like over here, now you would focus on keywords related to those areas for each of those services, okay? This homepage here needs at least 1,500 words or more of content, and you do have a fair amount. I did not go and count it, but you need at least 1,500 words or more. If your competitors have 1,500 words, you need more than they have. So you're going to have to go after 18 or 2,000 words for this page, okay? So your content and keyword strategy is absolutely critical, and the ability to Google to understand what type of services you offer and where, and for them to actually start bringing customers to your site for your services, not just your brand, okay? If we look at the top ranking competitor in Denver, we have ServPro, and yes, they're a franchise, but don't let that freak you out because they're super easy to beat. All you have to do is better than your competitors are doing, and you're not competing against the entire franchise of ServPro, just these little locations, and they only serve a couple zip codes, okay? And franchises, especially this specific one, doesn't allow the franchisees to do much modifying of this content, so they can't focus on a strategy that will actually work for them. They get what the franchise gave them, and that's it. So you have an advantage. You can do much better. You can write better quality content, more words of content, dial in that keyword strategy, have more long form blogs, more pages, etc. And just doing better is going to help you guys out tremendously. Now, when your customers do a search in Google, we know they'll do a search similar to this. And when they do, it's your website that we want to be showing up. And there's 3 main spots on the first page of Google that you can have that good position in. And the first is generally going to be ads, and that is your cost per click and local service ads. And this can be profitable if it is something you guys want to do, but you do have to have the right foundation set up and in place. Okay, but if you don't, you're going to get a pretty poor ROI, and we should probably focus on the other areas first, okay? And that's because these next 2 areas get the bulk of the traffic when people search. So this area here, this is where your Google business profile should be, and the Google Map Pack area. You want your business to be listed as one of these top 3 businesses in this area for each service. Because 30% of people come straight here and don't go anywhere else. So if you're not one of these top 3 companies, you're leaving 30% of your monthly revenue on the table and quite literally handing over your customers to your competitors. So in order to get in this top 3, if you're not, then you need to further optimize that profile. And there's many factors that go to ranking, but the biggest factor is going to be your citations. And that is simply going out and doing directory listings with your business name, address, phone number, and website, and placing those in directories like Yellow Pages, the Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Glassdoor, Angie's, Houzz. All of those are really great citations to go after. So we need more citations than your competitors. And every single citation sends additional information to Google, telling Google what your business is about, the type of services you offer, and where. So those are all really important for you guys. And then this third section is the most important section of the page. This is your organic section. You want your website to show up here when people search for your services, okay? And if it's not, then you're missing 60 to 70% of jobs, because 60 to 70% of people will skip the ads, they'll skip the maps, and they come right here. So if you find your website is not showing up here, then that all comes back to the foundation of this website, having the right content and keyword strategy in place, and then supporting that with your backlink SEO. So this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to tell us how your website is performing. We can see here you have a rating of a 17 with over 3,200 backlinks. Okay, that's a ton of backlinks to only have a score of a 17. So this score here, well, it's not bad at all. I usually see much worse. But Google is still struggling to really find authority in your website, okay, to understand your website. So this here is based on how your website is structured with the content, but also the power you send to it. We send power to websites through backlinks. So while you do need a lot of these, and you need more than your competition has, not all backlinks are created equal. We only want the good quality do-follow links that are mostly related to your services. So the fact that you have 17 backlinks with 17 score with 3,200 backlinks says that you got a lot of spammy backlinks, especially with 264 domains. So you get a referring domain is the physical website that gives you the backlinks. So you only get credit for 1-to-1. So this means you got close to 3,000 or so spammy backlinks, okay? So we only want the good quality backlinks, the ones mostly related to your services, the do-follows that are from websites that are similar to your business, like other home service businesses, relatable vendors and magazines, etc. So the more of those good quality ones, the higher your authority score is, the more Google's going to promote your website to help you rank, get in that organic section, and it's going to help you with those keywords. Now, you have an index for over 200 keywords, but you're only getting 16 people to your website. So you're missing tons of potential traffic by not having these strategies in place. And when you look at your keywords, only keyword you're actually ranking for is your brand. And again, that's only about 1% of the people that are needing your help. So definitely have to focus on those local keyword strategy and then supporting it with your SEO so you can capture that traffic. If we look at your competition, they have a low score in their area, but because of how powerful the website is, it's able to pass power to the specific franchise location, which is allowing this location to rank these 57 keywords and get over 700 people to their website every single month. And when you look at those keywords, these are all the good local buyer intent keywords. They got a ton of potential volume, and because they're higher ranking in the 1s and 2s and 3s, they're getting the bigger percentage of that volume. So the higher you rank, if you get in the 1s and 2s, you could be getting 37 to over 40% of the traffic for just that one keyword. So we don't want to just rank, we want to continue to increase those positions to get you the most volume possible. So again, these guys are absolutely beatable, but you do need to employ these strategies that I have just shown you today. So please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply it yourself, and start today. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in growth, give us a call at Peterson SEO, because this is our specialty, and we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So please respond to my email, give me a call if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.